The greatest form of control is where you think you're free when you're being fundamentally manipulated and dictated to. One form of dictatorship is being in a prison cell and you can see the bars and touch it. The other one is sitting in a prison cell but you can't see the bar, you think you're free.
The date is June 8th, 1949. George Orwell publishes one of the most significant novels of the 20th century, titled 1984. The world has taken on an unrecognizable state, where totalitarianism reigned, individualism was dead, and reality and history were a matter of opinion. And the vehicle in which society is brainwashed is their television set. But not even George Orwell foreseeing a world where you would walk around with that television set in your pocket, constantly uploading every data point imaginable to a server farm where an AI has specifically been designed to analyze every like, every opinion, every desire. What if it's not always about selling you a product? What if it's sometimes about selling you an idea? Or even suppressing an idea for that matter.
What we need to fear most is not what artificial intelligence will do to us on its own, but how the people in power will use artificial intelligence to control us and to manipulate us in novel, sometimes hidden, subtle, and unexpected ways.
Hi, Mark.
April 21st, 2010. Facebook launches the platform OpenGraph to third-party app developers. This update allowed external devs to reach out to Facebook users and request permission to access large chunks of their personal data.
We think that what we have to show you today will be the most transformative thing we've ever done for the web. There are a few key themes that we're going to be talking about today. The first is the open graph that we're all building together.
And this allowed people to build out their identity, who they are, by liking objects all over the web.
Open Graph API and Open Graph Protocol will allow Facebook and participating websites to use social information to customize each visitor's experience. For example, if you stated a preference on Facebook for a certain kind of music or food, another site could use that information to highlight certain content.
Monday, May 24th, 2010. 5 weeks after the launch of OpenGraph, Mark Zuckerberg pens an op-ed in the Washington Post addressing user data privacy concerns. 6 years ago, we built Facebook around a few simple ideas. People want to share and stay connected with their friends and people around them. If we give people control over what they share, they will want to share more. If people share more, the world will become more open and connected. And a world that's more open and connected is a better world. We have also heard that some people don't understand how their personal information is used and worry that it is shared in ways they don't want. I'd like to clear that up now. Here are the principles under which Facebook operates. You have control over how your information is shared. We do not share your personal information with people or services you don't want. We do not give advertisers access to your personal information. We do not and never will sell any of your personal information to anyone. We will always keep Facebook a free service for everyone. It's May 4th, 2009, and Donald Trump has just joined Twitter. He sends out his first tweet, advertising his upcoming appearance on The Late Night Show with David Letterman.
Donald Trump.
Thursday, March 22nd, 2012. Twitter's Tony Wang brands the company as the free speech wing of the Free Speech Party.
for all those who believe in free expression and all those who believe in free speech, it's critical that we're not utilizing technologies like Twitter to shut down voices and to silence others.
What started as a way to promote Donald Trump's upcoming book evolved into much more, an outlet to give his opinion on various subjects and skip the filter of the media. And of course, the occasional troll. Over the years, he accumulates nearly 12 million followers, leveraging it to enormous effect in the 2016 presidential election.
There is so much spirit in our country. This is such a great country, and we are going to do things. We will not be taken advantage of anymore, okay? We will not. No. Let me ask you, should I keep the Twitter going or not? Keep it going? I think so. You know, the enemies keep saying, oh, that's terrible. But, you know, it's a way of bypassing dishonest media, right? We go, wow.
After securing the White House, he continued posting policy, genuine opinions, and of course, more trolling. Everything his followers over the years came to expect. All the way down to the final day, Friday, January 8th, 2021. Donald Trump was permanently suspended under Twitter's public interest framework, stating his tweets were endangering the public.
Tonight, a deafening silence from the president's Twitter account in his waning days as commander-in-chief. Twitter, run by CEO Jack Dorsey, saying after close review of the president's recent tweets, it banned him due to the risk of further incitement of violence. After the ban, the president tried to tweet from other campaign and staff accounts, triggering a game of whack-a-mole, with Twitter quickly taking down his posts. Many platforms have banned or restricted the president's accounts, including Facebook and Instagram.
April 10th, 2018. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg testifies before Congress regarding the selling of user data by a third-party developer by the name of Alexander Kogan.
If a developer who people gave their information to, in this case Alexander Kogan, then goes and in violation of his agreement with us sells the data to Cambridge Analytica, that's a big issue. And I think people have a right to be very upset. I'm upset that that happened.
So the story goes, Alexander Kogan developed a Facebook survey by the name of This Is Your Digital Life for his company, Global Science Research. This survey prompted users to answer a myriad of innocuous personal questions, secretly designed to create a rich source of data that was then combined with personal data from your Facebook account to create an accurate psychological profile, not only exposing the data of the user that took the survey, but all the friends of said user. This data was then in turn packaged up and sold to a third-party political consulting firm by the name of Cambridge Analytica.
His company is called Cambridge Analytica. It's based in England and worked on U.S. political campaigns, including Donald Trump's. The company collected data that could be used to predict and influence voters' choices during the election.
Ladies and gentlemen, honorable colleagues, it's my privilege to speak to you today about the power of big data and psychographics in the electoral process. Clearly, demographics and geographics and economics will influence your worldview. But equally important, or probably more important, are psychographics. That is an understanding of your personality, because it's personality that drives behavior, and behavior that obviously influences how you vote.
Cambridge Analytica used this data with the power of psychographics to predict voting patterns and tailor advertising messaging in the 2016 presidential election, a technique pioneered in the early days of Obama's run in 2008.
Because we are not as divided as our politics suggest.
Data analysis was pioneered in the two triumphant Obama campaigns, which employed lots of clever mathematicians. They even boasted they knew the names of all 69 million people who voted for Obama.
In 2012, the Obama administration found itself being congratulated by the media for how it gathered Facebook data in order to marshal votes. One Obama advisor says Facebook let them break the company's rules because, quote, they were on our side.
One of the brains behind it all was Jim Messina.
We had 12 people on our data team in 2008. We had 165 in 2012. Wow. We ended up using all that data to change the way we dealt with voters. Because in the old days, people were treated like numbers, and I wanted to treat them like individual people and what we knew about them.
Remember the principles in which Facebook operates? You have control over how your information is shared. We do not share your personal information with people or services you don't want. We do not give advertisers access to your personal information. We do not and never will sell any of your personal information to anyone. We will always keep Facebook a free service for everyone. On June 5th, 2021, the Nigerian government announced an indefinite ban on Twitter, restricting it from operating in Nigeria, after the social media platform deleted tweets made by the Nigerian president. Hours after Twitter's action, the information minister for Nigeria held a press conference in which he denounced the US social media company for having a suspicious agenda in Nigeria.
The mission of Twitter in Nigeria is very, very suspect.
Twitter responds in a tweet saying, "We are deeply concerned by the blocking of Twitter in Nigeria. Access to the free and open internet is an essential human right in modern society. We will work to restore access for all those in Nigeria who rely on Twitter to communicate and connect with the world." There comes a point when someone has to ask themselves, how much power is too much power? How far is too far? And what kind of future are they trying to build exactly? This advertising arms race of manipulation has spawned some of the most staggeringly dystopic technologies in the past decade. From algorithms tracking you around the web, an attempt to manipulate you into purchasing a product, to political campaigns, micro-targeting individuals based on their politics. Less than a handful of private companies control the foundation that modern society runs on, and the power they are accumulating is becoming increasingly worrying.
My top priority has always been our social mission of connecting people, building community, and bringing the world closer together. Advertisers and developers will never take priority over that as long as I'm running Facebook.
I've learned so much from artists. I've learned that you can see the world in a completely different way. In fact, you can make up how the world should look, and then you can build it.
A new report has revealed Facebook has been lobbying around the world against data privacy laws. According to The Guardian, the social network had been working with politicians to give incentives for less data privacy regulation that would impact Facebook. The documents reveal that Facebook even threatened to take investments out of countries that passed laws that would affect the site.